Okay, very interesting. Let's move on to Panthers, Cardinals here. Panthers, Cardinals. Cardinals total opened up at 45.5. It's now 46.5. Panthers opened up at -2.5. They are still there. Is Cam Newton going to play? Does Cam Newton even help them? He was awful last week. That MVP, Cam Newton, is long gone. Don't let the vividness bias get in the way. Does he even care about football? What will Kyle Allen do if he starts? I don't even know if I'm not sure what to do with this total, although I'm very interested in the under. We know that if you shut down McCaffrey, the Panthers can't move the ball. Can Arizona stop McCaffrey the way the Bucs did? No, I don't think they can. The Bucs defense is good. Carolina's defense has been pretty underwhelming as well. I was expecting more from them. The question is Carolina off to a bad start, or is Carolina a bad football team? Because Rivera better get them fired up. He better get this defense ready to go. Maybe this turns out to be a stay-away game, but with Newton out, I have a lot of interest in the Panthers because the line will move. With Newton in, I still have interest with the Panthers. It's the vividness bias affecting me. Why don't you take it away, Donnie? I'm interested in the Panthers and the under. Panthers at Cardinals.
Yeah, I want nothing to do with the Carolina Panthers, and especially, it's kind of funny when I look at it because, I'm working out this morning, and I always have my phone is attached to my hand, and I see like Cam Newton doesn't show up for practice. So the first instinct I have is to try to get to my bookie, a local or whoever it is, FanDuel, DraftKings out of New Jersey, and place a wager. And I take a step back and I say to myself, how crazy is this, Jimmy, that you have like a former MVP at quarterback, a guy who leads your football team who's dynamic against a rookie head football coach and a rookie quarterback. And I'm going, you know what? Let me just stop and take a step back right now, because I'm not so sure the Carolina Panthers are better off with Cam Newton not being a quarterback, especially a hurt Cam Newton coming into the season. Let me change my throwing motion. It looks really good. He looks horrific throwing the football. And let's not forget about spraining a foot in the preseason with a big guy, 240, 250-pound quarterback, and we were just led to believe like a week later, man, he's set up and ready to go. And then also when they quiz Ron Rivera after the game and say, why would you do a play call where you have this monster quarterback that's an automatic for a first down with a quarterback sneak? And he tries to tell you there's nothing wrong with his shoulder or his foot. We just like the play call. And then we're even more led to believe that Cam Newton hurt his foot when he was kneeling down post-game to say a prayer at midfield. Everything coming out of the Carolina Panthers is a straight-up lie. But having said that right now, I want nothing to do with the Carolina Panthers. I'm trying to build every case I can possibly get for the Arizona Cardinals, because watching them from the third quarter on versus the Detroit Lions, who look like they're a pretty decent football team right now, and then watching the competition level really ratchet up versus the Ravens, and the Arizona Cardinals were right in there. Great play calls, a quarterback making the right reads, making back shoulder throws all over the place. There's something to be said about the, Arizona Cardinals at this point that I'm liking, and I'm not taking Cam Newton, especially if here's the point I'm trying to make here. If Cam Newton is a go for this football game, I love Arizona.
I hear that. And if Cam Newton is not a go, which is quite possible, and Kyle Allen behind center, do you think the Panthers can rally?
Here's the interesting part, because now we're taking a look at, what the value is going to be on this football game, right? Because we're taking a look right now where if Carolina is supposed to have Cam Newton playing, they were getting, Arizona plus 2.5, somewhere in that range. But you know what's interesting here? What do they reopen? Let's just say by Thursday, Jimmy, Cam Newton is out for this football game. Do we open and say now, all right, well, Arizona was getting points in their home opener and ended up pushing that game. We're lucky to actually win that game, actually tie the game and cover. They go on the road and they cover. But now, instead of getting 13 points like they got from the Ravens, did they switch into a favorite? Are we talking about Arizona like -2.5 or -3, where now you might have some value on the Carolina Panthers? That's what I want to see.